It is important to understand production costs because if you want to make a change, you have to know where you're starting from.
In my support group, we've got a lot of tools that let us know our production costs. My COP cost of production, the cost of machinery, and cropping. Well, I'm in the leading bunch in my group. The group is possibly at $200 per ton for each hectare. I'm about at $150.
Generally speaking, when it comes to forage, we're pretty well placed with yields comparable to the average. And when it comes to quality, we're a little bit better than the others. Don't forget that the costs are reported as a function of yield and reported volume, and not as a function of quality.
It is machinery that will cause your cost of production to become very high.
Often, expensive machinery is underused.
We reduced our number of tractors. We had 4 tractors, then sold 2, a big one and a little one. One 140 horsepower and one 60 horsepower. We figured out that those tractors were not being used to their full potential. We used to have around $20,000 of machinery costs, expenses, like maintenance and repair costs. We dropped to about $5,000 to $6,000 this year.
I don't have any super machinery. We don't really need big machinery like that. To say that it takes that to harvest a site. Fact is, I have a fixed price share. A share of new machinery that belongs to me. Well, option 1 is to see. I would look at the machinery I have now, and what can I do with it? Another option is, well, with my machinery plus the fixed price, what sort of arrangement does that give? What exactly can I do with that?
My farm is not really all that big. Our machinery is all in the Farm Machinery Co-op, which allows me to have big, high-performance machinery that will let us do our haying in 3 days, which means you're assured of having quality in that time frame.
Right now, on the farm, we use fixed price deals. We also belong to a Farm Machinery Co-op for some machinery, and we are also owners of some other equipment. It's a mix of all that to balance yield, speed, and efficiency.
We've started to work a little bit with fixed price deals, to have fixed price company that come to us. They come with a tractor, a self-loader, a round baller. The tractors are 200 horsepower. They arrive with a man in the tractor who's experienced, who knows the machine and does not do his apprenticeship at our place. He's ready. He charges me so much per ball, and when he leaves, I write a check, and that's that.
It's true that the fixed price deal has a direct cost. On the other hand, that cost can be much less than the purchase of equipment.
The costs have been shifted. When you take a close look at it, yes, I have more fixed costs, but I have lower machinery costs because I have less invested in the machinery.
So from the point of harvest efficiency, because it is now done through co-ops and those who have done it on a fixed price basis, they often finish their haying before the others.
The producers often say to us, yeah, but your hay has to be harvested quickly. Suppose you have 4 needing to use 1 machine. That just won't work. But it's all just a question of those 4 guys getting organized.
To argue that co-ops are not effective when you want to harvest right away holds water if you only want to demonstrate bad faith. But in reality, this is never a problem.
When you decide to start a field, well, okay, it's decided. Last year you started, this year I'm in the one that will begin. It's great that it works out that way. He's going to cut 400 to 500 balls worth of hay. Well, to cut enough to make 400 or 500 balls, you need a day on the mower. Well, the next day, while he's making his hay, I'll be spending the day on the mower at my place. So in 3 days of good weather, we can get a hell of a lot done. Needless to say, you need to discuss matters first.
The advantage of co-ops or fixed price is to have the best possible equipment to do the fields very quickly. To make the silage that we used to do in 2 to 3 days will be done in 1 day. No, I don't want to turn the clock back. From efficiency to field speed, we would never be able to come close to what we do now.